welcome along to today's live video. It is Thursday today. Don't know the date. It's in February though. Hi, welcome along. Oh, just get myself sorted out. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're all well today. I was still in like a daze about yesterday's live video. Well into yesterday evening. Holy moly. It started off so simple. Let's just draw some patterns on these cups, and then it just like spiraled. So today I just need to do something easy that I can fulfill for you. So we're gonna do a bit of colouring in the new book, Worlds of Wonder, and we're gonna colour a few more of the cakes on the cake page, which I decided just now, and then I've realised I'm starving, so good luck everyone. I'm going to use the Conte, I'll show you them properly in a minute, colouring pencils. I actually picked up my polychromos. I've got the 120 set, and I've been working on a presentation all afternoon, and you know that way when your brain's a bit frazzled, and it's like that. I can't stand the idea of more choices. Like 120 pencils when you're exhausted isn't a good thing, like having to make all those decisions. So there's a top tip. If you're feeling a little bit like, just reduce the number of colouring pencils you have to pick from, and it makes life easier and your colouring infinitely more enjoyable. Right, hi everyone, just see you come in. Oh, lovely, hi Merrily. Oh, everyone's getting their bambinos, brilliant. So we're gonna colour these in. Also, if you don't already know, I'm doing the thing that I was organising the presentation. I'm doing a lecture. Yes, that's right, a lecture at my old university. So I've done a few talks at the art school where I went, which is fine because like they're my people, like you're my people. But the entrepreneurship department, whatever it's called, entrepreneurship department, the School of Entrepreneurship. Oh. Anyway, for the last couple of years, they've been they're like, oh, we really like your work and blah blah blah. They've invited me to do the guest lecture as part of Entrepreneurship Week, and I'm just like that. Oh, well, maybe. And then because of COVID, it's online, so I was like, oh, well, that's quite good because that's just like what we do, isn't it? I mean, like I could speak to people there. But it's just the imposter syndrome is really real. Like these are people that run businesses and want to start companies. I'm like, hi, my name's Jo and I make colouring books. I just love drawing and pens and pencils. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just weird. So here's the good bit actually, why I'm telling you. Even it's online and anyone can watch it. It's free. You just need to sign up. I posted the link earlier this week on one of my posts on the grid and on my page even, because it's Facebook. You just have to register for your ticket and then you can log on. It's next week Wednesday, and watch my lecture. So I'm going to talk about what I did after art school, freelance illustration, how I got the first book deal, working on the books, the challenges that I've faced being a entrepreneur, the E word as I like to say, and where we are now, I guess. So that's that. Join me, please. I just feel like, and also Brian that runs it has been emailing me going, oh my goodness, all these people are signing up, blah blah blah. I'm just like that. Oh, I just want it to be us, just our people. We can do hard things, Judy says. I know. Do you know what, that was in one of my slides and I took it out, but maybe I should put it back in again. That would remind me that we can do it. Right, enough chit chat, let's colour. So, for anyone that doesn't know, this is the new book. This is the UK edition. Still waiting for the US one. And Judy says you are a national treasure. Well, thank you so much. Like PG Tips and Rich Tea Biscuits. We are going to use the Conte pencils. I just grabbed these randomly. These were part of that massive lot of colouring pencils that I bought during lockdown last year. And then I opened them like, oh yes, I remember these. Why? Why do they make... Well, I know why. It'll be for it'll be for a cost reason that they're black on the outside and not the colour, but it does mean that you have to look up here at the point to get which colour is which. All right, so let's do this nice little strawberry cake. I think I'm going to make pavlova at the weekend, so we're excited. Love a pavlova. Our friend Rosalind makes the best pavlova, and the other day I said to Mia after dinner, what do you want for pudding? You can have fruit or a yoghurt. And she sat there and went, Rosalind's pavlova? I said, that wasn't even an option. The option was fruit or a yoghurt. Where on earth did you get Rosalind's pavlova from? She goes, it's just what I would like for pudding. I'm like, well, wouldn't we all? No chance, I'm afraid. Oh, but anyway, I've got Rosalind's recipe, so I'm going to make it this weekend. It's the same pavlova that we had for dessert with Christmas dinner. Delish. Yep, loads of people prefer the pencils on to be coloured on the outside. I think that's a bit pinky, that. For a cherry, wasn't it? I think it's just easier to see what's what if they're coloured on the outside. Now these Conte pencils, they're not expensive in the slightest, but they're still good for the cost. They're not as pigmented as maybe some of the other ones, but look, still pretty vibrant. Oh, did I just do that? Pretty vibrant. You can gradiate them. I'll do a wee bit of blending in a second so we can see how that works. I think they're good value for money. I don't know how much they bought offhand. I'm guessing below £20 though. Going to do a bit of blending on those cherries at the back, I think. I'm going to zoom in a bit more. You can hardly see that. That'll do. Moira says, you were making me a bit peckish. Yeah, sorry. Oh, and Amy says, and if it all goes wrong, it's Eton mess. Yes, we do that regularly. Do you get Eton mess in America? I'm not sure if that's like if that's more a UK dessert. Right, I think I'll do all the fruit first and then the sponge and the cream. Right. What's Eton mess? Betsy says, I thought that. So, anyone not in the UK, or anyone in the UK who just doesn't know, Eton mess is meringues, whipped cream, and I think either strawberries or raspberries. I'm sure purists will be like, no, it has to be one particular kind of fruit. All sort of mashed together, and it's, legend has it, maybe this is true, but this is what I was told, that the boys at Eton school, so Eton is like that really fancy, I think it was, or maybe still is, all boys boarding school. It's like the one that the royals and everyone goes to. And when they had meringues and fruit and cream for dessert, they would mash it all together like that, and that's where it got its name from. I'm right, haven't I? That's the story that everyone's heard. Amy says, all the same ingredients as pavlova, but just chucked in a bowl instead. Yep, that's pretty much it. Right, let's do the cake layer. Oh, it's quite an orangey orange, isn't it? I'm not sure what to do about that cream layer, if I should make it, or if I should make it jam. No, cream, definitely cream. Well, what we'll do is we'll just do a wee hint of colour on it, and that'll stop it being just plain white, but it'll also leave it light enough that you can get the idea that it is cream. That's what I do, by the way, if I'm colouring something like snow. Like, I would mainly leave that blank paper, but give it little hints of maybe really pale icy blue. So if you're colouring snow in Johanna's Christmas, or if you make any of the pictures, actually there's a few pictures in Worlds of Wonder where you could interpret them as being winter time. I love it when you do that, when it's like, you take a picture that I've drawn and you imagine it in a completely different circumstance. Like when I see there's the owl in Enchanted Forest and people do the craziest backgrounds in it, like galaxy background. When I was drawing that, I never for a second thought that owl was going to be in space. But there you go. I'm like, that's amazing. Oh, someone's found the pencils. Now that's the 48 that I see the link for that Kim's just posted. I've got the, I'm sure I've got a smaller pack. 24 I've got, but from Amazon. Oh, rolling. So I'm just going to do the faintest, oh, did I say I was going to do it pink or yellow? I can't remember now. Tiny little, really pale bits of colour under here. And we'll do it under the fruit as well, because that would be casting a shadow. Maybe more so at the top, actually. I'm just going to colour over all those circles, because that bit would be really dark red, wouldn't it, if you think about it? People going, oh my goodness, how could she do that? It's fine, it's my book. Okay, and now cake stand. I'm thinking grey or Erin says, what pencils are you using? Conte pencils, Erin, these ones. Wait till the end of the video, watch back, I'll show you the tin at the start. I just got them on Amazon, 24 of them. Green? Oh, did you want the cake stand to be green? I'm sorry. I could layer a bit, that's what I'll do. I'll layer a bit of green over the top of this grey and hope it doesn't go smudgy. Oh look, there's a really nice, oh, let me just check how green this is. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a nice shout, guys. I would never have thought to do green. I was sort of verging on a duck egg blue for a while. I don't know why I went grey. It was quite boring of me, but I'm glad we've upped the ante with a bit of, would you call that turquoise? Kind of, isn't it? A little bit. Lovely. Oh, some people having some issues with the stream. If it ever stops working, my top tip is log out and log back in again. This is a bit of a Black Forest Gatto situation, isn't it? Or just wait till the stream's over. If you're in a spot with bad connection, just sit tight, because you know that it's going to be posted to the page afterwards, so you can always catch up then. You just can't enjoy the witty live banter with the comments. Oh, I like that. I'm going to put a bit of, I can't work out if this is red or, oh yeah, see, that's a little bit misleading. Oh, sorry, was I totally off? I thought that was brown, but look. More of a raspberry red. That's why I built those colour test pages into the back. Because if I practice that on a white sheet of paper, let me do the same thing. Looks different, doesn't it? Texture of the paper is different, the colour goes down different. So if you're testing your colours, use that page that we've given you at the back. I think it's the best idea. Then you'll get a truer sense of the colour. And do you know what? Just this is so unrelated, but I get quite a lot of random emails from companies going, "Hi, I've seen your content on the internet and I think it's really great. I work for such and such a brand. I'd like to send you," but it's like totally it's not even written to me. It's so obvious that it's just a cut and paste email, and really unrelated. So I got one the other day about craft lights, which, to be fair, I probably would use, but I didn't like the look of it. It looked a bit weird and dodgy, so I was like, no danger. The day before, I'd got one from a company that sells sunbeds, and I was like, surely not. Surely this isn't somebody trying to sell me like a sun tanning bed, because that's so weird. And how is that related to any of the content that I've ever posted online? And right enough, it was. How weird's that? It's like, how retro. Odd. So, you know, guys, if I suddenly turn up looking very sun-kissed and sort of glossy, you'll know I've taken them up on the offer. I've changed my mind and gone back to them. Actually, yes, please. Send me those UV tubes. How random. Hill says you don't get a lot of sun in Aberdeen. No, you really don't. Maybe that was their thinking. This poor woman, this poor girl, lives in the frozen north. And she's looking a bit peely-wally. Let's send her a sunbed. This, I was gonna do chocolate, like a chocolate icing. Fiona says, maybe they thought you were looking a wee bit peely-wally. Yeah, I just thought that as well. Don't think I do. For anyone not in Scotland, peely-wally just means a bit pale. Which of these looks the most like chocolate fondant? Both. We'll layer them. Here's a funny thing that happened. So Evie is a big fan of a scented gel pen, as you all know. Also, scented pencils. So I'd got her some and she really liked them. So I was like, do you know what? That's actually like a really good gift. So I bulk bought, because that's the kind of mother that I am, about 6 packs. And then I have a big box in my cupboard of birthday gifts. So I don't, unless it's like a specific person, I tend to just give, that's such a horrible thing to say, but I tend to give all Evie's friends and like kids that would go to birthday roughly the same presents, because when you find something really good, you do tend to sort of stick to it. So I thought, you know what, all these little 6 and 7 year old girls are totally into the arts and crafts, so I got them some art supplies and these scented pencils. And one of the mums messaged me the day that of her little girl's birthday, and she was like, thank you so much, although she's been making me sniff these pencils all day. And I said, yeah, just you be grateful that the brown smells of chocolate. It's like, it could have been a lot more dangerous. It could have been worse. I think they all just smell of bubble gum. Well, do you know what though? I'm just thinking, if you were to colour this page with scented pens or pencils, oh, I might need to do that. I might need to try and find the most suitable scented colour supplies for doing this page. Oh, Laura says, I just watched the Maddie Let's Go Live with my little one. Thanks for mentioning it the other day. Laura, it's so good, isn't it? That's her fiance that she's on with. I think they're lovely. We love Maddie. And it's the kind of TV that you can watch without any sense of guilt, because it's so brilliantly made and educational and fun. And then they want to do the things after. Like, sometimes I feel my kids watch Netflix and then I just pay for it because they behave so badly afterwards. And there's like so much attitude and grumpiness when the thing's turned off. It's like people that get migraines from eating chocolate and they still eat the chocolate and just suffer the migraine. Like, I know we suffer bad behaviour after watching some of these really bad cartoons on Netflix, but I let them do it anyway just for the momentary peace, and then you pay for it. But Maddie and Let's Go Live, brilliant. What colour will we do this cake stand? While you're letting me know, I'll start on this over here. Oh, Elizabeth says, question. Oh. Your question disappeared. I think it asked what was the theme of the new book, as in the one that I was working on yesterday. It's not got a theme. It's a different style of book altogether. So you will see, is the answer. Mystic. Lemon cake stand. That's a nice idea. Lemon. Smencils. That can't be a proper thing. Like a smelly pencil is called a smencil. Oh my word. Smencil. Yellow. Oh no, I don't see. I've only got one yellow in this pack, and I feel that that's just too... Yeah, I think we should go blue. I think if it had been a softer yellow, that would have been perfect, but that yellow is just a bit too tangy. Smencils are a real thing. I've just written that down so that I can look it up after. I really hope the brown's chocolate. Can you imagine? Evie has started saying, and I don't know if it's a thing that I say, hang fire. As like, you know, when you're telling her something and she'll interrupt me and go, hang fire, Mum. I was like, I hope that's not going to stick around. Imagine she's going to go back to school and the teacher will be explaining something and she's going to go, hang fire. I've just been wondering. It's like, she's definitely picked it up from somewhere. Usually the things that she says originate with me. I don't think I've ever said that though. Hang fire. Hang fire. Who knows? So much love for Smensels. I'll need to contact them. Not hand fire, Betsy. Hang fire. H-A-N-G. As in like, hold your horses. I almost said hood your horses. That was very northeast. Like, hold up, time out, hang fire. Oh, sorry, I was a little bit off frame there. I feel like this blue needs a little something. Maybe grey. I feel like I keep using this grey. Alex says, I say, hold please, like I'm on the phone. That's really funny as well, but a little bit rude coming from a 6-year-old, eh? Imagine that. Hold please. I appreciate what you're trying to explain to me about fractions, but I have a question. So, Evie and Mia back to school and nursery on Monday, but my plan is to still do my live on Monday after I've picked them up from school. My stuff I ordered a ring light and I was going to move one of the tripods back home. It's not arrived yet, but I'm hoping it'll arrive either today or tomorrow and we'll get all set up. So for now, no change to our live schedule, that, but we'll have to wait and see how things pan out. Which is basically the moral or the story of the last year of life, hasn't it? We'll make a plan, but at any moment it could change. All bets are off. I'm gonna do it. I'll go back to doing this now. Someone says, Sarah says, are all... Sarah, stop it. Sarah M. Gellar? Like Sarah Michelle Gellar? Sarah Michelle Gellar? Was that her name? Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Surely that's not you. Are all kids back to school on Monday in Scotland? No, just some of them. So early years, which is nursery, so Mia's age, and primary 1 to 3 are going back on Monday. And then the older ones we're still waiting to hear. So it's not, I mean, it's something. It's not great for everyone who's got older kids at home. I guess they're just trying to stagger it and get them all in dribs and drabs. Also, I think probably the younger ones are the most difficult. I mean, I don't know, I've only got younger ones, but I'm assuming that they're harder to occupy at home than older ones. I've got friends with older kids and they'll just sit and do their home learning, not themselves, but like their mum can sit beside them and do something like on her laptop or like get a bit of something done or entertain one of the other kids. Like Evie is just because she can't read the instructions, obviously. So I have to sit there with her and do the whole thing. So I wonder if that's why they're taking the little ones back first. I don't want to get political, but I don't understand why we're not vaccinating teachers. I honestly don't understand. And the post office ladies. Our post office ladies have worked throughout everything, all the postal service. I mean, I know there's not enough to go around, and it's like an impossible task to pick who gets first and blah, 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 but surely the teachers. I've been trying to teach my kids to social distance from me all year. It's like, stand back 2 meters away from me, please. In all seriousness, though, they can't. Little ones just can't do that. It's such a predicament. But at least there is a vaccination. My dad got his on Monday, actually. What a boost, eh? Good news. Good news. Right, there's our little... This looks quite Madeira cake like. Oh, people got vaccinated yesterday. Excellent. Hope your arm's not too sore. But they're like, roll up your sleeve. Could you do it on my left arm? The right one's my colouring arm. Could you imagine? Like, right. I'm going to do this. What colour will we do this? Icing. Lemon cake. I know the teachers will be vaccinated, but I just wish they were vaccinated now. Because then we could get kids back to school, parents back to work, vulnerable kids looked after a bit more because they'd be in school a bit more. Do you know what I mean? What a pickle. In here is going to be jam. Right, purples. This will be the stand next that we'll do next. So I'm seeing purple. Any other suggestions? Oh yeah, people saying they'll be in the last group. I think I'll be last as well, but that's the way it should be. Look at that nice. I think that would definitely be a bit of strawberry jam. Everyone's saying purple, purple, purple. A rainbow coloured stand? I'm not sure. I think we'll do purple. We'll do all these little candies, different colours. That's what we'll do. We'll do them a bit rainbow-like. Let me grab a few bright pencils. Get that yellow on the go. We'll do those all these sort of pinky orangey candy colours. I'll tell you another reason why we need to vaccinate the teachers. I can't do any more home learning. I'm just so awful at it. It's just, I'm not smart enough, and Evie doesn't listen to me. I literally will get maybe a couple of minutes in, and then I find myself saying, would you speak like that to your teacher? I'm just not cut out for it. Right, there's our wee candies, and then we'll do our purple. What? No, I think. Let's see, is this a purple? It's so hard to tell. I can't even tell if that is black or purple. Don't remind her. Oh, it is a purple. See, you would never have known that, would you? There seems to be 3 purples in this set. Well, that's a blue. But that's purple. 2 purples. This one's a bit more a bluey purple. Do you call that indigo? And this one's purple purple. We'll do it purple purple. More like a aubergine. Oh, it's 4:36. Man alive, these are getting longer and longer. I'll just do the cake stand and then we'll be done. I've not been for a walk yet and I need to go. I need to get my 10,000 steps so I start to feel a bit, I don't know. How do you feel? A bit like a sponge with no rising agent in it. That's how I feel. Did you see my post today? So if I'm out for a walk, which I am daily, I often get ideas for pages in the book, but I don't have a pen or paper to note them down. But I've always got my phone in my pocket, so I just grab my phone and record a voice memo. So I don't like to type it because that takes too long and you're sort of losing your flow and you're staring at a screen, which I'm out for a walk to avoid doing. So, hold on, I'm just going to find this grey. I just record a wee voice memo and it ends up, when I listen back to it, all these random, so you can hear me tramping through fields and opening gates and trampling down on sticks and the birds in the background. It'll be things like me going, goldfish towing a bottle underwater, 3 fairy houses, magpie standing on a house holding a key in its beak, giant teapot, whale inside it. Like, it's just so random. I think we'll do a mega mixtape and you can hear them all. That's us, folks. That's us for the day. Oh, for the week, actually, isn't it? They're coming along nice, aren't they? Starving now. Absolutely starving. Going for my walk via the shop. I was like, oh, so silly sometimes. I was just looking at my laptop trying to work out how to switch the camera, and then I remember I need to actually physically move my phone. It's a bit of a senior moment, isn't it? Right, thanks very much for watching, everyone. People like the idea of a mega mixtape. It would just be like fragments of a broken, surreal dream. That's the kind of stuff that people make into music now, though, isn't it? It sounds so old there. See, when I was like planning my talk, I actually say, so when I was at art school, it was before the university had Wi-Fi in the department, so nobody could get on the internet. You had to physically go to a computer terminal in the computer labs if you wanted to go on the internet. You couldn't just log on. I don't think anyone had phones that went on the internet. There was no Instagram, there was no Twitter, there might have just been Facebook, but I wasn't on it. Maybe Facebook was invented, but I don't think it was in the UK when I was at art school. I sound so old. It's like when you hear a really great tune on the radio, you're like, oh my goodness, I love this tune. And then they go, right, and that's the end of the flashback decades from 20 years ago or something. You're like, brilliant. It's not an old school anthem. It's just one of my favourite tunes. Right, whew, I'm off. Have fun, everyone. Have a good weekend. I've scheduled the video for tomorrow, so it will be the chalk pastel backgrounds. So if you're wanting to know how to use chalk pastels, that video will be posted tomorrow, so you don't have to go digging through the archive. And I'll see you back here on Monday, providing all goes well. Have a lovely weekend. Be kind, be good, have fun, be creative, and go eat a bit of cake. Apologise in advance for all the pounds we're piling on. Right, see you soon, folks. Bye-bye.